I mean, how would you do if there is no money? The money is not
Mhm,
a thing anymore,
mhm.
and strength, the physical strength is all about like when it comes to uh, getting sex,
Right, right,
getting food,
right.
getting just anything like
Mhm.
popularity or whatever. It's all about strength, just like what it was like in school. How
Right.
would you prepare yourself for this kind of world?
Well, what I was in school, I when we were uh, predisposed to those conditions, I think the three of us, especially my brother and I, we got a lot physically stronger. And
Oh,
we,
you had so much advantage. And
well, no, but we did that because of the bullying. So the bullying for
yeah,
us started in middle school, and we were
uh-huh,
much smaller in middle school. But my
yeah.
brother and I really started to get into the gym and building up our fighting ability. And so we did that in high school. And the thing is,
Uh-huh.
with fighting ability, you
Mhm.
you really don't start you really don't start getting to a good echelon until you're about 22, until high school's already over. So so
It's kind of
it's
meaningless, actually.
it kind of well, and but then it kind of transfers into health and other things if you continue your fitness
Okay.
journey.
Yeah,
So
right.
for me, I continued it to this day, but the origins were
Mhm.
bullying in school.
Yeah.
So
So so
everything has
my
an origin.
so
So
my question you didn't answer. My question is, if the world
mhm,
today from today the money is nothing, it's all about physical strength.
yes,
That's what makes you rich, wealthy. And
right.
how would you prepare yourself to deal with this kind of
Well, I
new
well,
world?
but that my answer was what I portrayed about my high school, because that's what I did in high school is what I would do in that situation. I would
So
I would
you're
I
gonna go to the
would
gym
I would go to the
and
gym,
then
and I would,
yeah.
but also
Hmm.
there's parts of my confirmation that is always different from the way a lot of other people are. So yes, I would do that, but I would also do other things too.
Like what?
Um, like
You buy weapons?
perhaps, but see, I never, even though I was bullied, I never wanted to be a bully. So even though I was going to the gym in high school, and I
Hmm.
was trying to cultivate my abilities for many things as a defense mechanism, it always remained a defense mechanism. So I
Hmm.
would never take a step forward. I
Hmm.
was a counterpuncher in that sense. So I never wanted to become a bully. So what you're talking about, society, if society was structured in a way where everything relied on strength, I would do that, but I would probably also adopt other measures that benefited me, that were peculiar to the typical person. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
you
You're
always want
gonna
to be
focus on
um,
defending
defending.
rather
It was
than
always it was always
offending. Yeah.
defending.
Yeah.
I'm a conservatist.
Yeah.
So it was always defending. And defending might not be the best approach
Hmm.
in the business world, because in the business world you have to be an offensive person. Um, so
What is that?
I believe that the business people.
Then being a employee is defending yourself?
Well, I would say the person that
Yeah.
is inclined to be defensive, I don't know how they would flourish in the business world, because I'm definitely that person. I'm a defensive person,
Yeah,
and I
but
don't
you are
know.
wait a second. Like I'm here in Vietnam. I'm taking advantage of the situation that the low cost of living, like things like that. It's kind of like it came from the business mindset, right?
Yes,
Like
yes,
getting more resource by
Mhm.
paying less. That's
Right.
that's what the mostly what business people do, right?
Right. Right.
But when you think about yourself, would you be in a very expensive city and pay a lot for the rent and everything, and you have so little, or would you rather be in a place where you get more respected and and simply get more
Right.
resource,
Right.
more pay, and then pay less for the service? That's what everyone wants,
Mhm.
exactly, right? That's
Well,
what you want as well.
that's what people should want, but I think that a lot of people are predicated to follow the trend, and the trend was always Western nations. So I think a lot of people were predicated to go into those
Yeah,
directions.
I don't think that. No, it's just how we are designed.
Okay.
We look for more resource. Simply, we want more
Yes.
resource.
Right.
Everyone wants more resource.
Mhm.
Uh, um, you went to Itaewon simply because there you can have access to more resource. Uh,
Right.
resource means many different things.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just to fulfill your desire simply.
Right.
Yeah, and then you were able to get that uh, where you went, to the
Sure.
choice of your place.
So
And
you're speaking about resource in a very broad sense, not
oh, yeah,
just
of course,
not just
of course.
conceding to money. Okay.
Yeah, more money is just part of resource,
Part
basically.
of resource. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So again, it's going back to your original topic of like uh, uh, greed. Is greed bad?
Mhm.
Is greed morally right thing to have,
Mhm.
right? But then we still want more resource.
Right.
So
Right.
there's a double standard in you. I don't think
Sure.
I have double standard, but you have double standard.
No, you know what? That's you're raising a very it's a very respectable point, because you are saying that there's something in the human anatomy that makes
Exactly.
them want to pursue more
Have more.
resource.
Yeah.
Um, I really don't believe the thing is with me. I am very gratified with less than what the ordinary person needs. That's what I believe.
Mhm.
Um,
I can see that. Yeah.
but
Yeah, I
but
don't
but but
deny. I can see that from.
but I definitely need more than what I have. So
What
so
does that mean?
well well
You have to be satisfied with what you have.
no, and that's why I'm conceding to what you said, because you
You and
said
I are
I
the same. I also want
sure.
more. You want more
Sure. So
too.
so that's why I'm conceding. I'm saying that I'm kind of have a double standard, because you said that, and I want to really be honest, because yeah, especially
Mhm,
I'm especially living a double standard if I say, when you put it in the broad sense,
mhm.
because when you said that money is a part of resource,
Yeah.
and that I went to Itaewon to obtain this
Yeah.
genre of resource.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you put
Exactly.
it that way,
Yeah.
then yes, I'm living
Yes.
a double standard, because there's
Yeah.
things that I'm
You
looking
want
for. It
it.
might not
Yeah.
be money, but it's
Yeah.
resource in another
Yeah.
form.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It can be either fame.
yes,
Some politicians chase fame more than
sure,
money, and
more than
fame
money. Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of brings money to them as well,
yes, exactly.
as byproduct.
Right.
Um, um, so yeah, and what if think about it, an unattractive uh, someone who has no money, and who has very low confidence and has never met any woman, has never slept in his life. For him, the best resource that when as I mean, for him, that thing will be more important.
Sure.
Meeting a girl and then sleeping would be more important than anything in his life. He would
Right.
consider that as the biggest success.
Sure.
Yeah. Than even making money.
Sure. Because it's something that he never got to participate in.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's of a very high value and
Like
perhaps the utmost
right.
value.
Right.
So,
We always
but
want what we don't have.
we want what we don't
We
have,
have more
and
desire
that's
of what we don't have.
what we don't have. Sure, sure. And
Yeah.
that's
Because we are
I
greedy.
was always very allured to
Mhm.
that part of our mind and that part of humanity, because I think that there's a lot of tidings in the fact that people always want that they don't have, and there's a lot of value in that, and I think that is not necessarily superficial, but that just illustrates the fact that we also need diversity. I think that
Mhm.
diversity is a very productive tool for
Mhm.
our life, and that if we
Yeah,
do the same thing
I agree with that.
again and again and again.
What if I
Right.
have billions of dollars, but I'm crippled and I
Sure.
constantly have pain?
Sure.
Um, that sucks. Like money
That
doesn't
sucks. Yeah.
matter. Yeah,
It wouldn't matter. Yes. Yes.
yeah. So health and wealth, people want everything basically.
Sure.
So
Well, we
greedy.
say in Canada that your health, we say your health is your wealth. We say
Yeah, yeah,
in
we say
Canada.
that too. Same in Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
health
Right.
is wealth. Yes.
Some people don't want to hear that because so they're so fixed on
Yeah,
earning
yeah,
the superficial things,
yeah.
but
Well,
to each their own.
so those who have financially, those who have so much money, I believe for them, money is not money anymore. Money is not a
Sure.
tool to survive. For
Sure.
them, money is just like when we were younger, uh, when we went to arcade game center, we often look at the guys in the highest rank,
Mhm.
like who like we wonder
I
who that
remember that.
person is.
I
Like
remember that. Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't
but
think
often
about
it
that for
was
20 years. Yes, yes.
yeah. So for these people, money is just one way to be popular and one way to
Yes,
be
right,
known to the society, and
right.
that's what ultimately what all people chase, being
Yes,
acknowledged by the society.
yes.
Yeah, and people the respect
Mhm.
from many people. That's something. Even someone has so much money, it's not easy to have it. That a person can be easily hated by many people. Uh, um, so I would say, in a way, everybody's chasing the dream to be popular,
Right, right.
being accepted by anyone.
Yes.
It's through the money or um, through gaining popularity from.
Education, or they can be a scientist, or
Yeah. In many
Mhm.
ways,
In
they
many
want to
ways.
be
Yeah.
accepted. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Sometimes I think that laureates at a university that have very high accolades in engineering or
Oh,
science or
yeah.
medicine, sometimes I think that those people,
Yeah.
they can be sometimes maybe sometimes they can be fake humble, because in
Mhm.
those
Yeah.
fields it's easier to get genuine respect because you are a laureate in the education community, but you don't have a super abundance of money
Oh,
like a
yeah, yeah.
business person. So they have good money, but people are more, they're more adoring them for their educational accolades, not their financial
Yeah.
accolades. And
Yeah.
so in such an occupation, it would be a little bit easier to be a fake humble.
Hmm.
So
I would say that they are satisfied because they get enough respect from the
yes,
society,
right.
and they get they get accepted by the society.
Mhm.
And I guess sometimes that fulfills them enough that they don't even chase money.
Sure. And
And
I can
I see
understand
this
that.
kind of thing often in Japan, in like a fourth generation or fifth generation continue doing the same thing, and
Right.
actually not making much money,
Mhm.
just living day by day and with the government benefit, government subsidy, but doing it because people say, "Oh, that's good thing to do
Sure.
that. It's amazing." And even foreigners coming and giving respect to those
Right.
people,
Right.
they live life with that satisfaction. That's
Sure.
probably more than money.
Right. 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 I mean, that really raises curiosity, because getting that respect, they might not be doing the right thing,
Yeah.
but in what you just mentioned, they're
Hmm.
just seeking the respect, and that's
Yeah.
dangerous. That's dangerous. So if they were to divert to something else that might be more attributable to society, maybe people would not view them as respectfully. So,
Then
um,
when that person feels the society is not respecting me anymore,
mhm, mhm,
I think the perception of doing that thing with passion
mhm.
might not last long. That
Right.
person might find another thing to do
Well, even
instead.
if you look at universities, or anybody who was a luminary in a university, or Harvard, or these are dying breeds.
Yeah, yeah, right.
And universities
Mhm.
are, and even when you're um, scouring through the internet and you're
Mhm.
reading articles about COVID or whatever, you're seeing so many advertisements now from
Universities.
reputable institutions
Uh-huh.
saying, talking about earning degrees in 3 months and 6 months.
Okay.
So the whole system is being superseded by
Uh-huh.
these much shorter and perhaps even much more informative degrees, because you can, I mean, you know yourself that if you really put your nose to the grindstone, you can learn so much in
Yeah,
three
right.
months if you
Yeah,
only
right.
focus on one thing for 3 months.
I
So
totally agree with that.
university, so because of that, and because of people making amends with that, universities are a dying breed as a
Yeah,
consequence.
right.
So
Yeah. And well, when I think about the time before internet, the only way to access rich information was probably either working in a specific industry that something new technology is already well built, being built by many experts.
right.
That's where you can learn. And the other option is going to the university and learning these things. And when you think about the first option, it wasn't just possible to go there without university degree.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah. It, it
university
was it was
degree.
uh it was compulsory that you
Yeah.
had a degree to do anything. So
Right. Right.
it wasn't the people weren't inspired to go to this, I want to go and I want to study this for 5 years. That was never their inspiration. It was the compulsory
Yeah.
system
Yeah.
that,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that's a weird thing. I never, when I look at the kids at my school or anything that I'm doing in my life, and I don't know, this might not sound like realistic to some people, but I never want people to do something because I'm giving them a compulsory order. I want the kids at this school to go to that school because they're enjoying the process. Um, and anything, even if someone wants to drink coffee with me, I want them to do it because they wanted. I never want to force. And this is why I would never want to be. If I was a rich guy, I would be so scrupulous with people that I associate with because I would want to make sure that they want to be in affiliation with me. So when I square that with that system, that compulsory system of saying you have to have a university degree to do this, I would never want to be a
Mm-hmm.
recipient
Mm-hmm.
of that money if the people didn't actually want to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't understand that. I want to
Yeah.
give people, you like, and you look at Apple, and this is where you said previously that sometimes capitalism is the truth. People want the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
want to spend that money on the iPhone. They don't want
Yeah.
to spend the money on the engineering degree, but they want to buy that iPhone. So I want to give people something that they want. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then you will be rich if you can give what
if
people
I
want.
if I if I can now, the question is, am I talented enough to give people what they want? Well, I don't know.
No, as I said, it's about empathy, that
Sure,
your ability to read what people want,
sure,
and
sure.
that you precisely know what people want the most, and
Right,
then
right,
what they are not getting easily, or
right,
they have to pay
right,
a lot of money to get that.
right,
And but
right.
then if you can bring it to the society, to the people
Mm,
at the locals, or you can shrink the time, and people will appreciate whatever you are doing, and then
right.
they will pay, they will bring money to you and give it to
Yes.
you, and then you will be rich.
Right,
um, that's why I'm saying that you don't even also need expertise in certain areas to build that product or system.
right,
Simply you can hire someone,
right,
and also simply you can find investor who can
right.
put money in your company, and of
Yes.
course he will take some shares of your company. uh, so like, more I know about this, like building a corporation, building a business, it's too good, it's too good to be true.
Right.
Like, even money, you can now find a lot of investors by listing your project to the cloud funding websites.
Right.
You can get
Right.
funded like
Right.
50,000, 5 million. Like, you
Wow.
can get funded depending on
Wow.
how useful it looks like to people.
Right.
When people find it doesn't look useful,
Mhm,
you will probably get funded little. But
mhm,
when people find it's something that people need, people want, and investors see that as an opportunity, and they put a lot of money in that.
right.
I recently put some money in one of the startups doing a remote working career website,
Mhm.
so that anyone in the world can build a career
Okay.
for the remote working future.
Mhm, mhm,
So it's gonna be like a LinkedIn, but
right.
for remote working workers.
Okay, so people that are in remote locations like Kentucky, for example, as like we
Mhm.
spoke about earlier, they have a lot of rural,
Yeah,
remote jurisdictions. So
yeah,
irrespective of your remoteness, you can make contact with good opportunities.
yeah. One of the argument that it said was that, like an Indian guy example, why
Okay,
does he need to get paid only like a $300?
right, right,
And when he goes to Silicon Valley, he can get
sure,
300,000.
right.
It's something's wrong there.
So
And
through that instrumentality, the
yeah,
person in India could
yeah,
perhaps they can work for Google from
yeah,
India.
exactly,
Incredible. That's incredible.
exactly.
Yeah. Right.
That's
Right.
where I put my money in,
Wow.
and
Wow.
I wanna make 100x or 1000x out of success of that company.
So what's this company name? Maybe we can't say
Yeah,
on here. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
Maybe
will
we'll
tell
talk
you
about it
later.
later.
Yeah,
Sure, sure. Yes. Yes.
yeah.
See, I should know that. I should know that. I shouldn't even put you on the spot while we're being documented. Right.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.